Hey, welcome back to Soul Spa Hypno, where hypnotherapy meets practical spirituality to help you remember who you are. I'm Pia, the Soul Mentor, and in this episode, I want to ask you this question. Do you think that you chose your mother before you were born? Or do you think that you just appeared randomly in a family? In some circles, it is said that, oh, I didn't choose my family, I didn't choose my parents. And then in other circles, it is said that you chose your parent, you chose your mother, as a part of your soul's contract, as a part of your soul's mission. So, it was up to you. What do you think about that? Before I even get started, go ahead and put your answer in the comments and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any episodes. Now, so you thought about it? You had like 1-2 minutes to think about it. What do you think? Do you think that you chose, and let's just narrow it down. Do you think you chose your mother before you were born, or you just showed up? Okay. Now, yeah, daughters come here. They're born into this realm as daughters. Okay. As aunties, as cousins, and sisters, just to, be a part of the ongoing story. And then you have daughters, women who came into a bloodline as a breaker to interrupt, patterns that have been repeating in the bloodline for generations. Okay? You have those particular types of daughters. The chain breakers, the curse breakers, the ones who are going to stand in the gap and decree and declare that, you know what, this right here, that right there is going to stop with me. That is what I came back here to do. You have those particular daughters. I have my book that's about to officially launch on March the 20th, between March the 20th to the 23rd. That book is going to be launched. It's called The Mother Wound, a love story told in blood. And in that book, I talk about how that particular type of person actually is birthed into a family, a bloodline, and not as just a daughter or a cousin or auntie or sister, but as the chain breaker. I have said to you before that the mother wound did not start with your mother. And I'm talking specifically to the divine feminine, to those daughters out there whose relationship with your mother is not very nurturing. It's not very warm. It's not cuddly and carefree. And it's not the stuff that you used to see on TV, that modeled what a great mother-daughter relationship should look like. I'm talking about the daughters that have a lot of friction, where the mother appears to be jealous or envious or just downright looks at the daughter with disdain, and she can't bring herself to celebrate her own daughter. And it's just so much toxicity until it has driven a wedge in between the mother and the daughter. It is very painful, and it causes a lot of grief in families. That's how it was, and in my family too, because I am one of the daughters who came back to break the chain, to interrupt that pattern that I saw repeating in my own family. And I know how hurtful that is. I know I know firsthand. And this topic is not talked about in a lot of circles because it involves the mother. And people don't want to come out and just say, I am in that kind of relationship. That's my life. But I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. And that yes, it does happen. And the thing about it is that you can heal it. I'm a witness, I'm proof, and you can be too. That particular wound, and in my line of work as a hypnotherapist and dealing with past life regression, I've seen a lot of different kinds of wounds, but that particular wound, the mother wound, honey, that thing right there cut real deep because it impacts every area of your life. How you view your self-worth, your value, your identity, how you love yourself. Your relationships, the types of careers that you choose, how you raise your children, it impacts everything. And it's a deep wound. And it just didn't start with your mother. That wound started before you were born. That wound started before she was born because it is something that has been going down your bloodline. And if it wasn't healed in one life, in one generation, it's just going to keep coming. It's just going to keep trickling right on down the bloodline. Y'all always hear me talk about that bag lady syndrome. That's exactly how it looks. It does the same thing. But it can be healed. And so when you come into that bloodline as the breaker, and you chose your mother because she was going to be the perfect one for you, the consequences and the trials and tribulations that you incurred just by being birthed through her womb portal are going to be the very things that's going to cause you to wake up. It's going to wake something up in you. You're not going to recognize it while you're going through it, because who recognizes all of that, when you're going through hell's fire and refinement? Certainly not I. But yeah, once you get on the other side of through, once you recognize what's really going on, you'll begin to notice that. And you will be the one. That's what you came here for. I'm talking to those daughters who came here to set the captive free. Those are the daughters that I'm talking to. Yeah, you'll recognize it and you'll know that, yeah, you can heal this and it can end with you. So I just want to encourage you, be on the lookout, daughters. And even if that is not your story, I assure you that you know someone where it is that story, okay? And even if it didn't touch you, somebody in your family it touched, because that thing has touched every bloodline, every bloodline. So be on the lookout for the mother wound. We're still taking pre-orders. The link is below. And we're going to do this thing because I can assure you, with all of the chaos that's going on in families and around this globe, who do you think is going to put an end to it? Who do you think is going to heal it? It's going to be Big Mama. It's going to be the divine feminine. Why do you think now is the time for you to break that thing? Okay? All right. I'll see y'all in the next video.